Alright guys, what's up? It is Sunday. Welcome to Sketchbook Tour Part 2, I guess it would be, but it's number 3. Last time we did number 4. There's 5 sketchbooks in the thing, and basically I decided I'm going to leave out number 5 because it got flooded at one point and it really just has crappy, messed up looking drawings. If you guys request to see it, I'll show it at the end or something, but for now I don't see the need, there's no purpose. So anyways, let's get into this one. I really don't know the order at which these sketchbooks were made or drawn in, and what usually happens for me is I end up leaving a lot of pages blank like this, and I'll just go back and fill space when I need to. So you'll see stuff from now, back in the day, I don't know what grade, whatever. So here we go. So here's this, some random dudes. I noticed, I went through some of these sketchbooks today just to see which one I was going to do, and I noticed that they kind of all have better sketches in comparison to the last one, which is kind of cool. More frequently better, at least. Not always better, but... So I guess here I was practicing, like always practicing, you know, just trying to figure out different things most of the time. Learning how to do stuff. I think that you know what, I don't know if my girlfriend drew that or if I drew that, but there you go, there's that. I liked this guy when I did him. He kind of reminds me of Naruto because of that headband, but I don't see why, because he looks nothing like it. Still reminds me of it though. This was something I did on a box, a wooden box, back when I first started painting. You know what, I might have still been using paintbrushes at this point. I have the box, but I don't have the lid. And if I do have the lid, it's somewhere in a drawer and I saved it because I liked it. But anyways, yeah, I ended up drawing this out for a box I wanted to paint. That was probably about 3 years ago. 2.5, 3 years ago? Yes. This is my character Otto. I just wanted to draw him really big, but it's a huge mess, as you can see. Strawberries and jam, man. I was just drawing random things. This was I was at school. I don't know what school, but I was at school. I remember drawing this. A lot of stuff I was taking from other things, like I started drawing this Spider-Man because of what's on the other page here, and what's on the other page here is from, well, this here is my character, but what's on the other page here is from an artist called Scotty Young. You guys probably might know him. You can find him on Instagram. It's Skottie Young. I'll spell it out on here or something maybe. But anyway, yeah, so these guys are all something that he drew, and I was just, you know, copying from reference, just practicing some stuff. I really like this guy that he did. This was a cool ass character he did. Oh, there's actually a painting of, there should be a video of me painting this. I think it's called, I think the video is just called Mixed Media on Canvas, MOLOTOW, I don't know, MOLOTOW Mixed Media or something. But anyways, the video is there, and it's like way back if you look through my videos, and I painted this guy on a little square canvas, and I used some MOLOTOW watercolor markers for the first time on the background of that. Came out pretty dope. And yeah, that was the sketch. This was a sketch I posted on my Instagram a long time ago, before I was actually posting for my art. I was actually making music. Or no, wait, maybe I wasn't. This is when I first started posting for art on Instagram. Yeah, there's some other drawings that I have that I was posting when I was making music, and those were just for my music, but this wasn't that. I made a mistake. There's not much going on here. This is a ripped page. This is kind of cool. It's hard to see what's going on, but it's cool. These guys, I think, well, I don't know if I did draw this guy purposely to look like someone, but he sure does look like a friend of my mom's. And, yeah, looks like him. This was some ideas. I was trying to work on a skateboard. This is an idea that I didn't come up with. So my buddy Cam and I, we did a collaboration piece, I'm gonna say probably 2 years ago. And basically this was his design. I don't know, I think I tried to just draw it in the book to see if I could draw it. And I was probably at his house drawing it and whatever, like he saw me drawing it, nothing big. But anyway, he did this fish on the canvas, basically in the center, and I did a bunch of sick stuff in the background and a little like can of worms, and it actually came out really, really cool. Some random stuff. Apparently this guy is blowing smoke at his nose, but it looks like snot. Can't lie. Whoa, this here looks like... This looks like something I've seen on Instagram, but I don't know if I even drew this. Because I don't know. I have no idea. This could be somebody else's, but I don't know. Whatever. Not a big deal. This little dude is mine. He looks like a Simpsons character, but he's not. Although his eyes were kind of taken after, like, when I borrowed a Simpsons book, I'm pretty sure that this guy came out of what I was learning from that. I ultimately ended up keeping him and using him in a couple different paintings. I haven't painted him in a while, but maybe I should. Or do a drawing of him, refix him up again or something. This is kind of neat. I was just practicing with my paint markers. It says green clouds. So back when I was actually making music and when I first started doing art on Instagram, like I was still working with this idea of green clouds, and basically what it was just like a stupid thing. And like if I ever was gonna make a clothing brand, I guess I would have called it that at the time. I was like honestly 18, 19, so it was 17 probably actually. This was when I was making music. It was a silly idea, but it was fun while it lasted, and this piece is kind of neat. I don't do graffiti, so please don't expect me to do graffiti after seeing this. This was just bubble letters and they're very easy. I can do that, but as far as it goes most of the time. This looks like Phineas and Ferb stuff. I don't know if it is or not, but I don't watch that show, but it does look like that style. It could have just happened to end up looking like that. This is really messy, but I'll try and guide you. So there's some crystals here, some trees here, little stones here, and a pyramid. This was actually a big, huge painting that I did. It was, I think it was 4 feet by 2 feet long and wide, and I ended up giving it to a friend of my mom's. Actually, the guy that I said I drew that picture looked like him. This was for his kid. Well, it wasn't for his kid, but I gave it to his kid because I needed space, and like it wasn't selling, and I didn't mind. He's a great kid, so he deserved it, and he got it, and it was awesome. This is just a random sketch. This was like early when I first started doing paintings on Instagram and drawings and trying to like post stuff and get views and so on and actually make an attempt. Yeah, see, like this one's really old too. This isn't as old as the first one, but this one's awesome because this is when this is when I first started painting. Okay, so this here is an ugly little thing, but I did a nasty painting of it, and I mean nasty, with paintbrush. It looks so gross. I have it somewhere. No. I threw it out. I threw it out when I moved, but it's just, ugh. This here, if you go on my first Instagram, the old one, the @8emoody, without the underscore, you go all the way down. You might, maybe see that, and if not, you'd have to go on my Facebook, but this is like the first painting, and I mean the very first painting I sold to anybody ever. This is the like design for it. So that's exciting for me to look at because it's pretty fucking ugly. And it's funny to see how far I've gone. This is a random dude sitting because I was practicing a random dude sitting. Some ugly shit. This was definitely posted on Instagram like when I first started painting. I really still like this. It's kind of cool. It's really unusual, but it's neat. And I'll flip this so you can see this, but it's pretty crap. Some zombie things. See, a lot of my art, I find, even still now, is like really stiff. I don't know how to be kind of like loose very often. Like he's standing straight, you know. It's always like that, but I do like the piece. It's just I'm trying to learn to do different things now. This was posted on Instagram a long time ago too. It's probably not there anymore on my old Instagram, but it was at a point. So this piece is neat. This I was practicing with my MOLOTOW markers when I first got them. Like, I literally only had 8 colors: white, black, blue, red, yellow, orange, maybe purple, and like something else, I don't know. But anyway, so I was trying to practice stickers, and this wasn't a sticker, obviously it's in a sketchbook, but I was trying to practice for a sticker, and I do still really enjoy how that looks. I thought it was really sick. He has like lobster legs here on his head, and then for some reason he's a skeleton, but he has ears that are made of bone. I have no idea what it was, but it's sick. I think it's cool. That little alien dude's down here again. See, like I said, I was practicing stickers, so here's another design for that green clouds thing, which I do like how this looks. I like the letters. It's just, there's no need to keep that going because, firstly, I stopped smoking weed for like a year last year, so green clouds wouldn't relate anymore, and secondly, I have no intention of making a clothing brand anytime soon, and it wouldn't be that. That's an old idea that's gone, and I've grown out of it. As much as it's still kind of neat. Oh, okay, so there's a group of rappers I listen to, the Underachievers, if you guys know them. I was attempting to draw this guy Issa Gold. It looks like shit, but if you know who he is, you might recognize that that kind of is an attempt. Where am I going here? Am I right? Yeah, okay. There's more of that lettering. Some random other alien. And then here's my alien dude. This was actually going to be a sticker. I ended up probably making that into a sticker. I obviously don't have them now. I ended up sticking them places. But if you go on my old Instagram, they are there. You can see all of that stuff way back, man. It's actually really cool to know that I can go back and see things. Like, there's like 53 or 54 YouTube videos I have. If you guys aren't aware of that, you should go back and watch the old ones. The quality of the videos isn't as high, but there's a lot of different paintings I did. If you haven't seen them, you could check them out. I don't care about getting the views. It's not for me. It's if you're interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you guys know they're there. This piece is neat. I was trying to do something. I was making an attempt at, you know, coming up with something good for painting. And I actually thought at the time that that was pretty decent, but I no longer feel the same. I don't know which way I'm going now, shit. Did I come from here? Shit. Okay, yeah, that's the right way. So here's me trying to draw somebody in a car. I remember about this actually, and I feel like somebody asked me if I could draw like a zombie in a car or on a train for some little kid, and I was just horrible at that. And like, this is when I don't know, like this was only 3-4 years ago, but I just feel like I was so much more stuck in what I knew how to do, whereas now I can figure out things that I couldn't figure out at all back then, and it's really cool to think about that. This is another sketch idea for that painting I was working on. I was just trying to like perfect it. This is a copy from Scotty Young again. Like I said, I really like his style. Obviously I can't copy his style, how he does it, but I was attempting to do what I could. And this is a piece he did, and I just really liked it, so I drew it again. Random shit here. This is all made up crap. That character again. See, I kept trying to figure out like the best way to do that because I really wanted it to be good, because I was selling it and it was going to be $50 for such an ugly thing. I really wanted to do the best I possibly could. This is an original character. He started off, I think in the last book actually, I showed you guys the original drawing for this. His name was Psychedelic Sam. This is my second time, I think, attempting to redraw him, like, again, and to make him into something I could draw more than once. So, I did make a painting of this. I don't have it here. I think I sold it. But, yeah, anyway, I really like this piece, even though it's ugly and mashed up now. I was trying to figure out the colors I wanted to use. But, yeah. My neighbor told me I should draw something and paint something, like, hectic, so I went like this. I didn't end up painting it, but I do like the piece. Just imagine the canvas like being like that and cut off here. It would have been pretty dope. I don't know. I could end up using this at some point. It's just random like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon crap. This was another, this was actually my absolute first painting, guaranteed. Like, the first painting I did that not the first painting I ever did in my life, but the first painting I did that I was like, okay, this was fucking fun, I'm continuing. And this was it. I painted this guy on like a tiny little 8x10 canvas, and then I did a bunch of other ones after that. It was awesome, and yeah, from there I haven't stopped. Little dude smoking a blunt. I always lose which way I'm going. This was a practice robot. I actually don't mind it. It's ugly, but I like the form of the way he looks, and I just feel happy that back then I was able to accomplish that, because back then that was difficult for me to do. Even though his face is fucked up, like just the body shape and the way his legs are and just the idea of it, I wasn't able to do stuff like that very often. I like this. This is a kitty cat with paint around it, and this was a cat that we had at the time named Molly, and this is paint from the MOLOTOW markers and practice. And yeah, this was something for a background that I was trying to work on. I didn't end up going so like intense, because obviously, as you can tell, back then I wasn't very good at doing 3D things in an environment or a room or using objects or whatever. I was just decent at characters, I guess. So I ended up going way more simple with this. It ended up going into a Mac Miller painting. So that's on my old Instagram as well if you wanted to go see that. I don't have a video of that one. This was Canada Day. I just decided I wanted to post, so I did. Unfinished, but this was going to be an idea for a sticker again. This is more practice with those MOLOTOW markers. See, the thing is, like, they don't work well on this paper. If I zoom it in, I wonder if you could see it. You can see how tattered up and fucked up and nasty it is. This is why I don't use paint marker on regular paper ever, because it just messes up the paper. It's never any good. But practice is practice, and back then I was just seeing if it would work, and this was fun. Ultimately, these all ended up being separate, like, stickers. This was me. I had a picture of me, like, sitting kind of like that, and so I was just trying to practice draw it. It's not that great, but it's alright. I wasn't trying to be, like, perfect portrait. I was just getting the idea of how I sat and, like, the posture. Not really much here. I like this guy. This guy I did him as a painting. I don't know why I thought of this or why I did this, but it's kind of cool. I mean, it's stupid, but it's cool. So I ended up painting that because I was bored, didn't know what to paint, and it ended up being something. Just random shit here. I think this is supposed to be a lottery machine. Yeah. Just random shit. I feel like we saw this dog, like, on another page. But maybe it's just that I really can't draw dogs. And, oh, that collab piece with the fish thing, the worm can I told you I painted in the canvas, there it is there. That was the sketch for it. And there's just some other shit. I don't know what this number is. I have no idea, actually. I really would like to know. And a little wanted poster. This one's almost done. It was a short one. This one, honestly, what happened is when I was doing pieces and stuff, a lot of pages would get ripped out because I would need the reference, and I didn't want to have the whole sketchbook around. I just needed the paper, so I'd rip it out. And I have a lot of loose paper with pieces, so I'll be doing that as well as a sketchbook tour, even though it's not one. That'll be like the last one, and that'll be probably all the best stuff that you'll see for a while. This was the Mac Miller sketch. So if you guys listen or know Mac Miller, like the artist, the rapper, I was attempting to paint him, and I did, and this is how it looked, and it came out really, really sick, I feel, back then, at the time, probably 2 years ago. I tried to tag him in it, but he never ended up seeing it. This was another attempt at him. But anyway, yeah, it was cool. I ended up selling it to somebody, and they're happy with it, and that's all that matters. Somebody has it, and it's cool. I'm good. I'm happy about that. This guy's neat. Little weed leaf. Ah, see, that's what happened. I was supposed to start on the other side. Okay. I think this end has some decent stuff here. I don't know. I can't remember, man. Either way, you guys asked to see more, so I'm showing you more. If you watch them, you watch them. I know that the next couple of ones will be the more decent ones in comparison to these last two. As I said, I'm going from oldest to newest in some way, even though they're all mixed in. This was an attempt at drawing myself, actually. I know it doesn't look like me, but I was dressed like that, so if you saw the picture, you could tell it's an attempt. Not very good, though. Yeah, there's a few things here that are decent. So this Joker here was from Scotty Young. The Taz, I don't know. All of this stuff except for this beer bottle dude and probably Stewie are from like reference. Which is fine, like it's not a big deal, just letting you guys know. I don't want people to think I came up with these. That would be terrible, because I didn't, and they're pretty cool. Simpsons, this was when I borrowed the Simpsons book from the library to practice with. I think it's either this book or another book. I did some practice of the Simpsons, like bar and their house, like their living room area. This is a little dude in the spaceship. Random crap here. I think that's kind of neat, I guess. I thought this was gonna be a better sketchbook. Why did I think that? What happened? Oh well. This was for sticker, and I did a painting of this, and I really at the time I really liked this. I thought it was freaking awesome, man. Like really awesome. I know it's not, but I thought it was at the time. Oh yeah, see, I told you, it is in here. So this is me practicing the Simpsons bar. I guess Moe's bar or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't really watch it that much. I just had the book and I wanted to practice it, so I did. And then I think the next page is, yeah, the living room. So there's a Simpsons living room. That was my attempt at that. Not that bad, I guess, actually. This was an attempt at just like, from imagination, my house at the time and how it would have looked from that angle. Not very well done, obviously. This is like here. Potato Head's stoned, like they're all stoned. You know, Woody's stoned. He actually looks really cool. I might want to do that later. Redraw that. But anyway, yeah, and I did this in the book. That's why it's not really anywhere posted, because it's just the quality is very not great. But anyway, it still looks pretty dope. Little Spider-Man here. And finally that guy, and I think that is it. So this was a shorter sketchbook tour. I was trying to get this one done because, like I said, I'm going from oldest to newest. The next couple will be more decent than this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna edit this and post it up as soon as I can, and that's it, guys. Take it easy. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought. I'll definitely be doing another one in the next few days, maybe a week or so. I'm not sure yet. Depends what I do. And once we get through all of them, I have this huge stack of just papers that are, you know, let loose, and that will be ultimately the best one that you see, and you'll probably enjoy that the most. But I'll continue posting for now. And yeah, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy what you could, and we'll see you in the next one.